doing? It's Ian here from Ian Here and There. Now then, we're going to carry on with our top, because we're well into the top 10 now, and I want to bring in this next engine. This is one of my most favourite engines. It isn't a new engine, sort of the off the top of my head, the Blue Rapier or nothing like that, because as we know, that's a new bit of stock that's come on the network. It's nothing new like that. It's rather an old engine. I'll tell you what, let's just bring it in rather than me waffling on about it. Yeah, I'll have a butcher's of this. Oh yes, look at that. It's a class 43, the 125. Absolutely gorgeous. It really is. I personally I don't think the new Japanese stock's going to replace this in our hearts. It will on the network, but this is an icon, this one, isn't it? We all know this. As soon as I bought it on, you all know exactly what it was. It is an absolute gorgeous train. I'm trying to hold my iPad steady, you know, so you can get a good look at it. But oh dear, they are replacing these eventually. But then again, everything has to, you know, go, doesn't it, really? Which is a shame, because I absolutely adore these engines. I really do. Pros and cons. This one, for the pros, will pull an absolutely fantastic train. It's got plenty of torque there. I've got it on tonight with some rather heavy carriages because I've fitted them out with lights. So it has made them rather heavy, because if you're picking the power up off the wheels of the carriages like I'm doing, it does add to the weight, doesn't it? So I've got 3 Mark III carriages on and the diesel at the other end, but I've got a dummy unit at the other end. Really what I should do is buy another diesel unit with the motor in and have 2 motor units running together. I have done that in the past and it really pulls a hell of a train. It really does. I can't remember exactly how many it pulled, but it was a hell of a train. But yeah, let me just get some shots of the roof for you. There's our Mark IIIs, as you can see. And I really like to get some good shots for you as much as I possibly can. I'm trying my hardest not to shake the iPad. But it really is a lovely engine. I don't think you'll replace these, but I would rather see one of these than the Hitachi one, but it's progress in it. It's like everything in life, it has to go. Cons with this locomotive, I did change the lighting in the cab and in the front to LEDs, but unfortunately my LEDs are packed up, so they aren't always the best. LED lighting isn't, but I've got LED lighting in the carriages, you know, so we're alright. So we have got, it does light up at the front, but at the moment we're in the dark a little bit because we haven't got the bloody LEDs working halfway, but these are flickering a bit. I've got to really rummage about with them and have a look what's going on. This is on DC. We haven't continued with DCC at the moment. Only, as you can imagine, this won't run on DCC, so let's whip her on. Let's see what she'll do. They are. She's not, you know, racing car sort of speed, but she still goes quite well. But you know, if you've looked at the other videos I've done, I don't run them that fast anyway. But yeah, let me just stop her there a moment. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick her in reverse and see if them LEDs are come on that engine there. Oh yes, they are. Look, I know it's probably hard for you guys to see it, but trust me, they're actually lighting up at the front now. But and she'll travel like going in reverse, you know, all day long. She really will. But I must be brutally honest. I'm not impressed with these LEDs. They was on a circuit board, and I don't know what's happened to them, but they ain't working. So I'm gonna have to whip the cab off. You know, whip it apart and have a look what's going on. And because the LEDs in the carriages, as one will know, that you have to have them, they only work a certain way, so that's why the LEDs in the carriages aren't working. But if we can go back the other way, they'll soon start working. Here, look, they are flickering a bit, you know, so I need to do some alterations there. But when the LEDs did work, it was a fantastic sight to see this pulling carriages that wasn't flickering, and that you got your front and tail lights on. You know, it was an absolute beautiful sight to see. But I must admit, I have slipped a bit with things. I need to get my finger out. Now, remembering, I know you're going to kick my head in, but I still haven't cleaned my track. So, you know, I'm still running on dirty rails, and you can see she'll run at a reasonable speed. But let's see if we can get her going slow. Hang on, let me get close to her because you can't see it very well. She is literally just about crawling along. That's probably a better view there, isn't it, really? So even though she isn't DCC, she's got a marvellous slow speed, this engine has. I have got a confession to make. I might as well be bluntly truthful. Because, you know, what's the point in doing the YouTube videos if we're not going to be completely honest. Whilst I was messing about with the cab and the body off, I have put extra weight into this locomotive, so it's got a massive weight to it. It's on the Ringfield motor, so in other words, for you that don't know, the motor is actually situated over these back axles here, where as far as I know, the new version to these, the motors are in the centre. They're a 5-pole motor if I remember right. All that means is it's just an extra couple of coils on the motor. That's the word I'm looking for. But I have been told, I haven't seen these in action, but I have been told you can get them so they pump the smoke out the top there. If I can just come into the shot there, they pump the smoke out the exhaust pipes there, And you can get them with cab lights in. You can get them, of course, with this new 5-pole motor business that sits in the middle. But I tell you now, I'd love to get my hands on one of them. I'll be honest, I'd love to put one of them to the test, because if this runs as good as this does, and all my weight is here, it isn't even across the back axle. If I could get some way of putting it over this axle over here, this would pull even more weight. It really would. But I've got all the weight situated between the axles there. So it would be absolutely fantastic to get the new version of this and see what this new 5-pole motor is like. I have got, as you know, my Canadian, my gold one. That's got a central motor, and that pulls like it's going out of fashion. It really does. So I'm going to hope and pray that Father Christmas will bring me possibly one of those. There's a lot on the Christmas list. I don't think I'll be able to get it all, but there you are. But let's get it going. Let's have a look at it moving again. I must do something with them flickering lights. I don't like that. I don't like lights that flicker. It doesn't look realistic, does it? But let's get it on. Although I'll be honest, I have seen, you know, trains go past, because I live not far from the railway, and I've seen carriages flickering on and off like that on the real ones. I don't know much about the flickering of the lights on the real ones, but yeah, it has happened. And I've been on, you know, when I was a kid, I used to go on the trains with my sister when we had to go anywhere. Colleen, and they used to do it even in them days, so I don't know, but you must let me know what you think. You must like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, because by sharing the videos, that's how new channels get found. And if we start getting, you know, quite a few people subscribing and that, I'll have to invest in a better camera, I think. One that we can get more detail. Only, as you will know if you're a regular viewer, I'm working off my iPad Pro. Let's just bring that to a stop. And I'd love to give you one last quick look at it before. I absolutely adore this train. I'm sorry and all that, but I do. Absolutely adore it. Especially in the red and black of the Virgin colours. And of course we've got our Virgin Mark IIIs. I must put some passengers in this in these carriages. I have got passengers in one or two of the other trains, but I haven't done it with these yet. But watch this space, because I have done some alterations to the layout, which I will be showing you after we finished our top 40. But as I said, what I'll do is I'll leave you for now, and what we'll do is we'll get on with our countdown. Makes a lovely train, isn't it? And what we'll do is get this out of the way, and then we can get on with different things. So as I said, you must like, share, subscribe, and do leave some comments in the comments box, you know, to do with trains. And you know, I promise I'll try my best to get back to you. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed it, because I know I've enjoyed making it, to be honest. I know, you know, they're quite short and that, but you know, there's only so much you can, you know, talk about each engine, and really, yeah. But okay then, so I'll speak to you soon, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll say cheerio for now. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.